Example 9. Example 9. X squared plus 9x plus 14 all over x squared minus 2x minus 3 divided by x plus 7 times x plus 1. There's nothing new here. If you want to pause it and try it yourself, you definitely can. So what are we going to have to do with this? We are going to have to factor it. So multiplies to this, adds to this. That's going to be x plus 2 times x plus 7. Multiplies to that, adds to that. That's going to be x minus 3, x plus 1. And instead of dividing, we're going to multiply. Maybe I should do this in 2 separate steps, but I've already started writing it, so I guess I didn't. Divided by that. I'll put in brackets just because. Technically, whenever you have a fraction, there's invisible brackets around it always. So if you have, just totally don't write this in your notes. But if you have 2/3, really it's 2 over 3. If you have 2 plus 7 over 3, that's like 2 plus 7 over 3. That horizontal line implies essentially brackets. But we're going to be doing canceling stuff. So that's going to cancel with that, and that's going to cancel with that. And we end up with x plus 2 over x minus 3. So we're going to write down all the restrictions now. And this would probably be a good step to write them. So maybe this is why I should have written as division first. So x cannot be. So the restrictions are going to be 3, -1, -7, and -1 again. That's about it. So it's going to be -7, -1, and 3. So this divided by this comes down to a relatively pretty of that. And example 10. (3x squared plus 14x minus 5 over 3x squared minus x divided by x plus 5 over x minus 1. So we're going to have to factor that in using your favorite factoring method. So however you learned how to factor it, you do that. I'm going to do it the way I do it. So that's going to be 5 and 3. That's going to be 15 and 1. We want it to be positive and negative. So this is going to factor into x plus 5 times 3x minus 1. So I'm not going to explain how I got that. That's a different lesson. But there's a number of ways you could do it. You could do it by decomposition. You could do it by box method. This is kind of a modified guess and check type situation. So that's going to factor into this. So getting back to our actual problem, this is going to be equal to x plus 5 times 3x minus 1 over, I'm going to do a common factoring here. So what's common here is an x, and that's going to give us 3x minus 1 divided by x plus 5 over x minus 1. I'm going to turn that into a multiply over x times x minus 1 over x plus 5. Those guys cancel. Those guys cancel. And we get x minus 1 over x. That's kind of nice. So this divided by this comes out to this. Over here, restrictions are going to be, this can't be 0. 3x minus 1 can't be 0. So 3x can't be 1, so x can't be a third, positive a third. x can't be 1. And over here, we also have a minus 5 that it cannot be. So putting it all together, we find out that x cannot be negative 5, 0, a third, or 1. That is the answer. Oops, I went off the screen a bit there. That's the answer.